I am chatting with one of the biggest country stars. Like, you're definitely, yeah. Well, you are. You're like kind of one of those big names right now. You're really hot on the charts.
It's it's starting to happen. I think it's early days still, but things have all been coming up sunshine and rainbows lately for me.
They have been.
Yeah.
So those who don't know, it is Dan Davidson.
Yes.
We have found him.
Gotten that a lot this weekend.
It's kind of the corny joke, right?
Yeah, puns are good. I'm a dad, so I like a good pun. Dad jokes.
We did see on Facebook do you still have the dad polish on?
Yeah.
Completely forgot about it.
Yeah, but it's kind of cute. I like it.
It's a reminder.
And it also kind of looks like I hit my thumb with a hammer.
Kind of does. It kind of looks like it could be a bruise.
Yeah, like I'm a real man. Like I was building something, not doing a tea party. But I was doing a tea party. So.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's it. That's my life now. Let's go.
It happens.
Country and tea parties.
There we go. We want to, maybe there's the next video.
Those are my two interests, yeah.
So where did the whole inspiration for Found come from?
Well, I was talking with my producer, Jeff Dalziel, who's done like Washboard Union and Alley and a bunch of great artists. He was just, we were chatting about what needed to come next. And he was saying, I think there's nothing quite out there like a modern version of Thank God I'm a Country Boy. And so I went with that, and I pulled in some pop sort of sensibility, things like the Andy Grammer song. It's got something about it. It's got too much country. And I just kind of made it my own and did my thing. And I wrote it without any music, actually. I just wrote the whole thing, just stomping and clapping around in my kitchen. And so I had a pre-chorus and a chorus, and I called up Clayton Bellamy, who's been a friend of mine for probably over a decade, and we've never made music together. I've just known him. And yeah, we just got together and just banged out 2 songs really quick, and it was like one of those things that the song was tuned to write itself.
That's awesome.
We just brewed some snobby French press coffee and got down to business on his little acreage out there outside Edmonton, and it was just magic. I sent it to the producer and we started chipping away at it. I record a lot from my place, and then he does from his side. We just kind of share files. It's very modern and very technologically advanced, and it's just it turned out, and we're like, this is something special. I hope that the industry can support this, because I come from a rock world, right?
Yes.
I was used to getting beaten down even if we had something amazing, and in a country it's like a great song can actually do some heavy lifting, and that was so refreshing and invigorating, and just really rejuvenized my whole outlook on life and on music.
So how did the whole switch happen from the rock to the country? It was kind of a big jump.
It was a long time coming, I think. 10 years ago, if you told me I'd be playing country music, I never would have believed you. But I grew up with it. I grew up with, my dad loved bands like The Rodeo and Lyle Lovett and Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson and these guys. And so that was always there. And the older I got and the more I got into the industry and saw how things were, I wanted to start to grow my songwriting, get to a point where, I'm in my 30s and I want to be able to write songs that accurately reflect my life, and I don't want to just worry about being a cool looking 20-year-old.
There you go.
I really saw a future there for me, and it's something that I've always tried to water down the countryness in my writing, and now it's like just kind of let it fly, and it's great. Yeah, it's just it feels natural.
So what can fans expect next from you? When can they hear new music?
Well, I have 2 songs that I've been agonizing between, trying to figure out which one is the single, but we're getting pretty close. I think I should have something out within the month.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's a lot of pressure to do a follow-up on a breakthrough song. So
yeah, definitely. So the video for Found, where did that whole concept come from?
It was the most unplanned thing you could possibly imagine. My good friend Travis Nesbitt, who's an amazing video director, who's done stuff for Brett Kissel and a lot of the acts that I also write with in other genres. Just a creative genius, in my opinion. And so we were sitting there, and I said, okay, Trav, I need content for this song. It's going to kill it. And I had no money, and it was literally a $1,500. I said $5 in the video, but it's $1,500. And we just sat there quietly, staring off into space for 20 minutes, and then he was like, mascot costumes. So we just, we literally went and rented a bunch of mascot costumes, and didn't have a plot line at all.
It's hilarious.
And we just kind of flew with it, We're like, okay, well, the moose will wake up, the moose will do this, the moose will drive the car, we'll have a band, and there'll be a chicken and a shark in it or something. And that was as far as we got on the planning stages. And it worked, CMT added it, Heavy Rotation. It was on the countdown.
Which is phenomenal.
So my big thing with a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now is like my music is very country, but I don't want anything to be stock. Like I don't want a dirt road. I don't want a girl in Daisy Dukes. I don't want any of that crap. So it's for me it was like the least country thing I could do while still doing what's beat, and because I want to stand out. I want to do something different, and that was different, and it worked. So.
You do. You have to really find something to stand out with this industry. There's so many people out there.
You get so lost. It's so tempting to just play it safe, and I don't know. I think high risk, high reward. So
Absolutely. So we were just chatting. This isn't your first CCMA week.
No. Last year I came as a brand new artist, and it was actually this has been a cool year for me because last year was very much like please meet me, and then this year it's been a lot of people coming to say hi and just introduce themselves, which is really nice. But before that, it was in Edmonton twice, and I live in Edmonton. So I just showed up and was greasing my way into parties and just trying to get my foot in the door. And yeah, I mean that's what it takes. You got to just grind a little bit.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, and but I love the CCMAs. It's for me, like I was saying, from the rock world, it's very competitive there, and it's not very as collaborative and family feeling as country music is. So this has been for me. It's just like happy land.
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
So what has been, of all of the CCMA weeks you've done, what has been the most memorable moment thus far?
I think it's this year I'm going to the show, so I figured that's going to be a memorable moment. But last year, hanging out at the hotel bar, it was just kind of shocking to me how accessible everyone is in country in Canada. Like Gord Bamford was there, we chatted for a while, and Mike Denny, who's the owner of Big Label in Canada, and Chad Brownlee was there, and it's just very level playing field, and you can just go and talk to somebody as an independent artist and have a real conversation without looking like just totally fangirling over people. So
So for fans who want to find you online, where can they find you?
All the social media stuff, it's all / it's Dan Davidson or @it's Dan Davidson, and then my website's dandavidsonmusic.com, and if you want to see a ridiculous video with me dressed as a moose as a grown man at work, it's on there. It's on the YouTube channel. Go check it out.
Thanks so much for chatting.
Thank you so much. It's great to talk to you. Yeah, you too.